Coming to you live from his prison cell in the UK, it's your favourite motovlogger. It's the man that gave you Funky Friday. He rides his bike in all weathers. He rides it in the snow. He gets stuck in the snow. It's Diesel. Coming to you live from his prison. Coming to you live.
Hello everybody, how's it going? Right, I was going to bring on the first guest tonight. We have Diesel Hog Vlogs is with us, so let's get him on here, add him to the stream. Hi Diesel, how are you? Hi Brad,
yes, how are you?
Good stuff. We're gonna have a few people probably popping on tonight. We've got the real military biker will be popping on, Scouse hopefully might be popping on a bit later, and Zhead as well. Yeah, he said he was going to get on. Obviously we're a bit early. Normally this is 9 o'clock and Scouse runs it, but due to conflicting live streams we've jumped on a little bit earlier. Let's put that on quiet. It's on that mute. So what you been up to, Brad, this week?
Well, just finished the week from hell at work. We had wind chills down to minus 50 and everything, all our equipment in the oil field absolutely hates that kind of weather, and not to mention us guys hate it. Pretty tough going, pretty tough slogging out in that weather. But now I'm on days off as of yesterday, so I have 20 days off, so I'm not coming out again.
20?
Yeah,
that's good going.
So I'll come out in the spring.
I like it. I've got one working week left at work before I leave the RAF, and then that's me. I'm on leave. I'm on leave until June. So
thought
I've
I
got
was
loads of time to take off. Yeah, I'm going to be. I don't know what to do with myself. Can't go anywhere. I was planning to go to Europe and stuff, but that ain't happening.
You guys are locked right down again, Jim?
Yeah, it is due to ease of restrictions that they keep coming up. They're making up all types of stories, saying that we've got South African variants and Bulgarian variants, but you know, it's just like have a word, and it's ridiculous. So I don't know. They're vaccinating people and stuff. People are getting vaccinated. My mate actually, Dave, who's servicing my bike for me. We do that next week. He's had the inoculation, and he was ill for a couple of days. So when he had it, right? Which is what he's going to do, isn't it? They're giving you a bit of the dose, aren't they? So
well, it's not
that's
supposed
what they're doing.
But
exactly.
I've heard that, and actually, there's a lot of deaths too. We don't advertise it, but you can find that on the CDC website. Yeah,
it's a bit naughty, isn't it? It shouldn't be happening. Yeah. And the thing is like our one, they're saying you can have it, but it's only 2/3, protect you. And then there's these other variants going around. It's just like any seasonal flu. It's just like, well, you can't protect everybody from everything. It's ridiculous. Toby Norton is in the chat. How you going, Toby?
The short answer to that question for me is no.
Oh, you joining?
I'll be here, so no,
probably not.
No.
Yeah. I wasn't too sure what to do. I didn't know if to just do this for an hour. I'll see how we go on, see who drops in and stuff. But, see how people want to do, if they want to shoot off to bikes, beards and brews or not. But depends on their scouts and that and all that lot turn up. But do you got much? You got much snow on the ground though? I know it's super cold. But are you like?
So not a lot. We got another skiff last night, so there's some snowbanks around from the plows and stuff, but really on the fields, we just have, a little bit. It was almost completely gone before this Arctic vortex hit us. So,
yeah.
You've got. Did your finally Friday snow from your video there? Is that mostly gone or?
Right, so that's in the shaded areas are still about because it's still -6, I think it is here at the minute. But that was a nightmare because that snow came down, but it turned to when it compacted, it was kind of like it turned into ice. Normally it will be like compacted white snow, but this turned into ice, and then you had the snow on top of it. So like in my video, I was going up the motorway and that they hadn't because there wasn't that much traffic in the road. the outside of the overtaking lane was full of snow and ice, so you had to stay in that one lane. So I wouldn't have been able to ride my bike on that. And but the service areas, whenever you come up to a service area, the slip road, they hadn't cleared them. So if you come off onto a slip road into a petrol station, it was just covered in snow and that, and it was carnage.
I just can't believe you rode in that. I'd be scared to death.
Oh, don't. Yeah. Do you know what? I got out of my drive onto the roads here, and they were clear. I was like, oh yeah, this ain't going to be too bad. Well, me. But then when I got onto the dual carriageways and I saw how bad it was, I was just like, oh, for crying out loud. And then when I got up and I was going past all these service stations, and I was looking at them and I was thinking, right, they're all blocked. There's no way if I go in there, I'm going to get out. And I knew that the one that I stop at has got a massive slope to get out of. And I was just like, oh, God, if I go in there, I'm going to be trapped. So,
what did you say about
that's it.
You want me with skis on my feet and my Harley? I thought you might have some skis on your feet.
I'll just bring burning gases here. Let's get him on. Here he is.
There's the man right there.
Here he is.
Hey guys, how you doing?
How are you going?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Sorry I'm late. I had a technical issue. I was trying to find a hat.
We were saying earlier to Brad, it's super cold up your side, isn't it?
It was minus. It was minus 22 about 2 nights ago. Last night was minus 7, and I think tonight's meant to be the same, minus 7 again. So
That's
cold. Yeah, so it's definitely cold. So I think it's going to get. I think it's definitely going to. It's going to get worse. But we're the same as you. I just caught what you were saying. It's the snow is now frozen, and now it's this big compact ice everywhere. So it's now a bit. It's almost. I'm glad I've got off-road tires on my truck because it would just be slidey everywhere now, black ice and everything else.
Yeah.
So it's pretty.
Yeah, I saw your truck. Yeah, your truck. It's got a nice truck, that, isn't it?
It is.
Well, I had a BMW
right here. Yeah.
I had a BMW last year, and it was just sitting doing nothing. And I thought I wanted to try and do a bit more exploring during the winter time. So I just basically went to the inn and bought myself a pickup, and I bought one that's like a proper 4-wheel drive, not just a rear-wheel drive pickup truck. I went and bought a proper one that can go off-roading. And then lockdown came. Now we can't go anywhere. So the last couple of days with the snow, I've literally looked at a green field and went, oh, look, snow. And so what you do is you stop, you put it into snow mode, put it to 4-wheel drive high, and you just go, put it, it's a 10-speed gearbox. It's in it for the Ford Mustang. So you stick it in the drive and just floor it, and the thing just literally just launches itself. It's so fast in the snow. So
that's good stuff. It looks a beast.
What is it? It's got Fox racing suspension in it. So it's quite good. So I quite like
the Eco Boost.
Yeah, it's a 2-liter diesel. Yeah. So a lot of people were complaining about the 2-liter diesel. They were saying that it's not fast, but if you look into it, the engine's a 2-liter for balance. It's for speed as well. So you're getting once it gets going and basically you get into momentum and get the torque going, it just pulls itself, and it's such a quick truck in sports mode. It's really, really, really well balanced. The 3.2 is quite a heavy engine, whereas the 2-liter is quite a good engine. So.
My Volkswagen is a 2-liter turbo.
Stop it!
Hey, and my F-350 is a 7.3-liter diesel.
That's shocking. But then again, I've seen that house that you have to tow.
Yeah,
massive house that you have to tow on the back. That's probably bigger than some people's houses over here. That is.
Yeah.
See if I can get the picture up for you guys here. Where is it? Right here. I don't know how much of it this will show.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't show much of anything. Can you go full screen, Jim? Maybe it'll show all of it.
Yeah, I think I can actually. Hold on, I can go. I'll go full screen, and if I put you, let's have a look. If I put, what do I have to do? Do I have to mute me and mute? Let's have a look.
It only shows the front half. So that's my F350, and then 36-foot fifth wheel, and then behind that, I could probably show it on my phone. I've got another 14-foot trailer. I pull two trailers at the same time, and the 14-foot is an enclosed that my Harley goes in. So if we go on long holiday where we want to bring the house with, then we pull the bike behind. So
That's a beast.
Have you got that parked outside your house?
Yeah. Well, I actually have to park it across the
How
street.
big's his house?
It doesn't fit in front of my house.
How big is your house?
I'm 73 feet front to back.
Wow.
Red one will be here soon.
We probably have to have wide load in the back of that going down our motorway. Like amber lights and a police escort saying, "Stay away, wide load." Canadian coming through, not American. I apologise.
Fuck you.
Hi, Carl. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you all?
Yeah,
Carl,
not too
good to
bad,
see
mate.
you.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Doing
Doing
right?
good. What's happened here? I've got something up on my screen I want to get rid of. I'm probably going to go because I'm going to press something and it's going to wipe me out. So
That's all right. We'll get you back up here.
I can't comment anything.
no, it's not happening. Just leave it like it is. I've only got a tiny little screen. You know, I'm on my iPad and usually I have your iPad full, and it's like a tiny little box of you, all four of you in the middle. Well, all four of us in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
We've got Moto Chiz in the chat. How you doing, Moto Chiz? I'm doing all right, thank you very much. I'm all forward out now, mate.
So there's the whole Magilla together.
Oh my God.
That's 73 feet front to rear.
What?
Jeez.
That's like an articulated lorry, then, isn't it? That's like a proper.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
That is
Do you
it.
need a HGV license for that?
No,
You've got to, haven't you? No,
I do have my class 1. I used to own a couple of highway tractors, but you don't need any special licensing. And there's a couple. You can go from British Columbia doesn't allow you to triple tow. Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario do, and then Quebec. I don't think they do. They used to. They don't anymore. And then most states you're allowed except for Washington. So
yeah.
So pretty much anywhere we
it's
like
just
to
an
go, we
absolute beast, isn't it? I've seen it as well. It's like people in Canada and in America where they get like buses and stuff and they convert them into homes, and they don't actually own a house, so they just travel around like North America, and they teach their kids do like over the internet teaching, and it's mental.
So
Yeah.
I didn't know why you guys over in the UK call them caravans. But
Oh,
caravans.
you guys have little ones over there. My son is bigger than your trailers.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah, the one that you put your bike in is probably. Yeah.
But I mean, look at the size of Canada for how many few people, and you guys are just packed in over there, and your roads are so busy, and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
very different dynamics. So it's understandable.
Just responding
You
to
can't.
Moto's,
You've got to get booked into campsites and that, or can you just over there? Can you just like go into a lay-by and go for the night, or do you have to
So
be
you-
on a legitimate campsite or something?
Like there's places where you can they call it boondocking. So
Yeah.
on the top of that
that
trailer,
sounds dirty.
I've got
Boondocking.
masks
Teabagging.
on the whole roof.
Teabagging.
I'm 100% self-contained. That trailer is what they call an Arctic pack, so it's
Right.
good minus 25. I think the tanks are all heated, double pane, and it's all solared up on top. And I got 3,000 watt inverter, so everything runs on self-contained AC and 6 batteries. And Yeah,
Wow.
so you can stop, Carl. You can, like, in the Walmart parking lots and stuff here, if it's just summer you need to pull in and sleep, or there's
Yeah.
some places that you can just pull off into the weeds and stay there. But yeah, typically if you go to the nice campgrounds, you just book ahead, and a lot of them you can just drive in. The problem is with a rig that big is that there's limited amount of spots that'll hold all that. So I need basically 100 feet to park in there. So sometimes it can be challenging. That's why I always book ahead. But we plan our holidays pretty good, unless we stay Friday. You know what? Let's just get out of here and go somewhere. We can always find somewhere to park it. So
you'll never ever get anywhere up beside me on one of those up towards Calendar, up towards the Cairngorms, anything like that up here. I think you get stuck on the first turn. bend one. That's it. Full shutdown north of Scotland.
Those will be able to handle it, will they? Here, Carl, that photo you put on Instagram, you blowing up. Was that you blowing up pirates?
No, that was. Well, it wasn't my commando unit. It was another commando unit in the Royal Marines. It was last year as well. It was just an old one that. There's somebody in 24 Commando that I'm still in contact with, and we were just talking about it. I thought I'd just put it up. It's an old one. It's about a year old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in there. I'll just say the Moto Chiz in the chat there. He's ex-Pioneer, but he was just saying he's just bought a MT10. That's the Yamaha, isn't it? MT10, isn't it?
Amazing bike.
Yeah. That's a good bikes, they are, aren't they?
Yeah. I had one. I bought it in 2017, and I bought it new. Yeah. And I remember the guy said, "Please take it easy." So I went up the slip road onto the motorway here at the M9, and I had only had 20 miles on the clock, and I was going up, and I was using the short shifter and going, "Oh, this is quite nice." Fourth gear, I went, "Oh!" and I came down, and I went, "I think that was my first wheelie."
Yeah.
That whole.
Did that happen?
That's like my bike.
That whole. I was going to say midlife crisis. No, I'm too young for that. I think at the moment. That whole that thing goes through your head that oh my god, I've had outer body experience in my first my fourth wheelie, and I came down and I went all the way up to the Trossachs in it, and I came back and my wife said, "How was that?" And I said, "That bike scares the crap out of me." That's the first thing I said. That was that bike, and I rode it for about. I had it as well as my Harley. I was quite fortunate that I could have those two at the same time, and then it got to the point with work that I didn't have enough time to use it, so one had to go, and the MT10 went. But if anybody was ever wanting something just to have that much fun with, that MT10 is the bike, So.
They're virtually the same as mine. I've got a S1000R, and that's basically the same. If you put it in the top mode, its top mode, you've got to use the back brake when you were set accelerate away from traffic lights. You just wheelie it if you don't. You've got to use your back brake when you accelerate away, or it just goes from under you. If you look at you stood on the road like this. Would you like what happened there?
That's mental.
I usually. Sorry.
Sorry, mate. The MT10 when it first came out, literally must have dominated the full naked market. It must have came on and just every other bike just couldn't compete. Because it was just an R1 engine slammed into something that was naked. It was just and. For it to have traction control and ABS and all these other things on such a small, relatively, I'm not going to say cheap because it's not a cheap bike, but what I'm saying is for the package that you're paying for, I think it was £9,000 or something at the time. You were getting a lot of bike for £9,000.
That's cheap. Yeah, that's good money, isn't it? Yeah.
So the thing is with them M10s, the thing is with them M10s that when they're geared for the low end ratio, the low end torque, They're geared for the road, and it makes them better bikes than what the R1s are. And
definitely.
Low
Definitely,
speeds and bottom gears, they are faster and better and more torquey than what the R1s are. It's only
that's why everyone started switching over, wasn't it? Because it's more rideable, isn't it? It's more you're getting that hit quicker. Yeah, and you're not likely to, because they're naked. You're not gonna stay at 3 figures and lose your license, are you?
And it's only once you get into like 4th, 5th, and 6th gear that the R1s come into it. Really, to overtake them. So
yeah. That kind of brings me on to my point. Is like we did that live stream in the beginning of the week because they released the new Hayabusa, didn't they? The Suzuki Hayabusa. And,
yeah.
And it was just like Gorilla Biker did a video on it as well, and I was just like, they've missed the boat. It's kind of like hyper sports bikes now, kind of like had their day. I mean, I know when I watched MCN, they did a test when the BMW S1000. They had that, the ZZR 1400 and the Aprilia RSV, and they were drag testing them top speed and then all the rest of it. And the BMW beat all 4 of them. So on the test track.
I'm surprised.
It's kind of like I can't understand why they've bought it out. But it's the same bike. It just changed the styling slightly on it. I can't understand their reasoning.
The BMW, you mean?
What's that?
The BMW.
The double R, the racing one, not the naked one. When that come out, it was just dominant.
I would like to have a crotch rocket again, but like I'm 54 and I'm still 19 here. I don't have the common sense. The only one I ever had, I was 1986, I think it was. I had a GS 1100. And that was the fastest production bike over here at the time. I remember that thing at 100 miles an hour could pull the front wheel up. And like you said, G, I just scared the shit out of myself. I didn't mean to, but I just rolled on hard, and I realized like this isn't roll back, this is wheel up. And
I think for your spring vlog on YouTube, you should go to the Suzuki garage and say, I'd like to test ride your Hayabusa. Give it go for it, right? I think you should just go there and say, I'm going to trade up my Harley to the salesman. Jump on this.
That'd be amazing.
Go.
Sure. You got that long straight, didn't you? All the way to Calgary, and just see how quick you could do it to Calgary, from Medicine Hat to Calgary.
300 kilometers, as hard as that thing will go.
Yeah. Do it in about an hour.
I was talking to my sister the other day, FaceTimed her the other day. She lives in Calgary.
Oh, punkster.
And we were complaining about it being like -4 degrees. And she said at the moment it's 39, it's -39 degrees here. I went, you fool. I said, show me what that's like. Show me, let's have a look out, open the door and show us what it's like. So she took the phone and she opened the door. And it was like, when you open your freezer and you get that mist, that cold mist. That is what happened. She opened her front door and this cold mist started coming into her house.
Yeah.
Beautiful outside. Sky was blue. There was about lovely. A foot of snow, about 6 inches of snow, something like that, but so cold. It literally getting freezer mist coming into her house. So
you've seen that video where the guy goes out with I don't know if he's got hot water in a bowl or cold water, and he throws it in the air. It just instantly, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
There was a girl up by Calgary put a video up the other day. She took a nice big steaming bowl of ramen, and she took her fork and she lifted the ramen up about 4 inches, and she just held it there for about 5 minutes, and then let the fork go, and the ramen and the fork stayed up, frozen.
We got the big. Sorry, Brad. The big dog's here. Sorry to interrupt, mate. The big dog's here. I'll just get the big dog on. Here he comes.
Nice.
Boom.
Oh, big dog.
There he is. Ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking big dog.
Here he is. It's the real military biker.
What's the real?
Frozen. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I'm freezing every 2 minutes. Probably because it's minus 29.
Turn the heating on.
Was you out in your tank this week? Your little tank
Maybe.
driving around the Rockies? That's a beast, isn't it?
Nah, mate, that was a picture of one in Estonia that I thought I'd fucking take the piss
I
with.
was going to say it looks a bit. Your one's all yellow, isn't it? Yellow.
Tea, Scouse.
Yes, that is a cup of tea, eh?
Nice. I'm kind of amazing. Amazing.
Hey.
Why is this? Let me jump back. I'll jump out and jump back in again once this fuck.
Yeah, no dramas. Yeah,
Pay your bills.
it's lagging.
Say, pay your
Slagging,
Wi-Fi bill, man.
Slagging.
He's lagging. Sorry, Brad. Anyway, what was you saying? So I cut you off, didn't I?
I just saying about this girl in Calgary took a bowl of steaming hot ramen and stuck a fork in it outside her house and lifted it up about 6 inches so all the noodles were hanging there and waited 5 minutes and let it go, and the fork and the noodles stayed frozen solid up out of the bowl.
Wow. Yeah.
That
was kind of a funny video.
There's my wife was telling me yesterday. I wasn't here. I was working away a few years ago. Somebody here took a car onto the canal and tried to drive all the way into Edinburgh on the canal. Right?
Really?
The car sank into the canal, and basically it cost the local government up here £16,000 to fish the car out the canal. It's as my wife was showing me yesterday, and she said, and here's the answer. It was a good idea at the time.
Yeah, I know.
Why didn't they have to pay for that?
It was a good idea at the time.
I can't believe they have to pay for their own stupidity. They'd never pay for it. You're paying your own recovery.
That's welcome to the UK, mate. That's what it's like over here, isn't it?
Just the welfare state. You know what I mean? You get everything handed here. You know,
it's absolutely mental. So did you see the new Indian Chief range that come out? There's people have done a few videos on those as well.
Oh God! Right, okay. I'm not going to say anything until everybody else has.
I haven't really got an opinion on it, really. To be honest, I've not. I don't know what Diesel's. Brad, your opinion is? Have you seen them?
So I watched anonymous bikers videos on the new bikes, and it was really good. And I thought right away. I even said to him, I said, I'll never replace my big bagger. I love my Harley. I love my big bagger. It has a purpose, but I would really love to add to my fleet and get another smaller bike, a sport bike or something, around the city. And right away I said to him, I said, that looks like something I'd like to have. And then, what they didn't mention, bigger guys. I'm no skinny little girl. With that 2 inches travel is going to be a problem, right? And I did read another article where the comfort was a real issue with the bobber there and stuff. So I think I'd have to move up a few. AB's really on top of his knowledge with those bikes and stuff, and being an Indian, right? It would cost me several thousand more to get up to a bike that I would probably find comfortable and enjoy. But I'm not opposed to it. There's a dealer in Calgary, so this summer I'm going to go take a look.
Right. So I'm not gonna be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy just now. Yeah. Okay. Right. So I commented on the anonymous bikers video the other night there about that bike. If he's watching right now, he'll know what I'm talking about. So, there's Ted. How you doing, mate?
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
So, the new Chief looks like the spitting image of the Softail Slim.
Right. Okay.
Right. So, and the reason I know this bike so well is it's the bike my wife owns. Right. It's in my garage. So when I seen the side profile of that bike, now I know right now there's probably people saying, "Oh, wait, now the Softail Slim is a Softail, it's a monoshock under the seat." I understand that, right? Whereas the Chief is like a Dyna style, it's got suspension on the outside. But you put those two bikes side by side, that is a clone of the Softail Slim. that bike.
Oh, right.
I'm totally upright. So have a look on Google and just have a look, Softail Slim.
Yeah.
And look up the Chief.
Does
And
that,
just
does
put
that
them
bother
side-
you? Does that bother you?
Does it bother me? It doesn't bother me at all because I mean I'm not the biggest fan of the bike. I'm not saying that because it's a Chief that I don't want it. I'm not a big fan of the overall finish of the Indian motorcycles. I think they're very. I don't know if it's the frame or it's something about the little finishing touches now. Do you know the big one? Do you know what's it called? The big horse. What's it called? The big the black. Oh, it's not, I can't remember which one it is. It's the big. But it's the big. Yeah, the dark horse.
Yeah.
Now you look at that from a distance, right? And you look at that bike and you think that is a cracking looking machine. You walk over to it and you sit on top of it and you go, "That's a nice looking bike. This is really nice." You look at the tank and you go, "There's the Indian logo on the medallion on one side of the tank, and then on the other side of the tank, there's a PlayStation button." I'm being serious. You know the power button that's the C with the little...
Yeah.
That, right? That is the button to switch it on. Right? And it's
Right.
about that size. Right? Now, I've been... Honestly, look it up. So, like, when I started on that bike, you're looking at this nice tank, nice finish, look at these handlebars, and you're going, man, they could have maybe made it a bit nicer. But you look at this big iron, this Indian symbol, then you look at this PlayStation power on button. You can't miss it. It's about 1.5 inches in diameter. And you go,
because
you know, I'm like, no other bikes. My Harley, you put the Harley's keyless, you know, you jump on it, you turn the button, you hit the ignition button, and off it goes. But you've got this giant big button in the middle of the tank, and you go, £20,000 for something that resembles my PlayStation.
That's a bit. That's kind of like when I looked at the things, because they showed the dash on these ones, and it's just a single thing now, and it's like press button and it does everything. It's like it's Gucci, but on a custom bike, I was like, do I really want that? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd just be happy just to have a speedo. And
I'm not having a go, but you know what I mean. I don't know what Brad thinks about it or anything, but I just think that to me that's a bit of a. You could have been a bit better, you know.
Leave that shit to an electric bike.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
I was looking at that.
Oh yes, yeah.
That's sexy.
Oh yeah.
10 grand. 10 grand. I was looking for that. 10 grand.
10 grand. Is that the Scout Bobber?
Aye, Crazy Horse Customs down in England.
Yeah, it's down there. Yeah, we've got one right near me. That Crazy Horse Customs.
Yeah, the first time I heard about them was they built the bike for Guy Martin for his wall ride.
That's right. Yeah, they built that one, like the Berry one. Yeah, they're pretty good. Quite expensive though, especially actually the custom ones that you go in. I've done a few videos on them. They've got some lovely bikes, but they're like
it's the red and black's my sort of colour scheme for most bikes that I've had. One I've had that's blue, but red and black. But that's actually sunset orange or something like that they call it.
Nice. So one of the which my last thing I'm going to throw my last thing at these Indian bikes. Okay, I'm going to flog it until it's. I'm not gonna. Right. The last thing I'll say about the Indians is the engine casings. Now, the night rod. Right now, my night rod special. The engine casings are solid. Right now, when you look at an air-cooled Harley like myself, you look at Brad's, all that kind of thing. You can see that the engines are individual. They've got cooling fins on them. You can get right into the engine.
Yeah.
You can tell that it's a proper V-twin engine. The Harley Davidson Night Rod in the V-Rod series, it was like it's a full case, and it's just to give you that impression of a V-twin, you know, with the cooling fins. So is the same with the Indian bikes are the same. You know, it's when you look at from a distance, you go, look at that cool V-twin custom, but then when you get close to it, it's almost like a sports bike, you know, and it's in your head. You've just got to accept the fact that this is what you're looking at and this is what you're paying for. You know, I don't know if anybody. You know.
So I noticed that it was like because they got the different coloured, haven't they? The engines, you got the all black and all the rest of it, and then it really stands out on the chrome. When you look at the chrome one, it's like, oh right, okay. When you get up close,
yeah.
So I
don't know.
That's the Harley purist in you, I think. Like, and I agree with that. Because, so for me, what really irked me was the new Corvette. For the exact same reason. It's a freaking McLaren. It's not a Corvette, it's a McLaren. And you know, like the mid-engine Corvette, give me a break. And they're saying, oh, we originally decided to do that, and then we scrapped it and went with the front end, the traditional Corvette back in the early 50s, right? So that's sort of the same thing. A Corvette, it's got this box it's supposed to fit into, and so does Harley Davidson. So you know, I agree with that. And I think I like the look of the V-twin, like you said, and the fins, and then you go and box that in, and it's an illusion. And
You know.
So I agree with that.
I think the best.
I know. The thing is, you pay. You pay for what you get. Am I right? You pay for what you get. And one of the things about, you know, we all know Harleys are expensive. I know they are, right? But what's he up to? Oh, wait, that way.
That's what I'm up to.
I did that before.
He's back in. Big dog's back in.
He just phoned and the telephone company gave him his Visa number so they'd let him speak. Pay your shit, Scouts.
Hey, I don't need a visa number no more, motherfucker. I'm Canadian, eh?
Oh my God.
A boot.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What you were saying there before.
And he's drinking Red Rose tea. Having a Red Rose, because pity you can't get it in England.
I'm having a fucking cup of tea because I've got a 4-hour drive ahead of me. That's why.
Let the missus drive. You have a nap.
She went up yesterday, so I'm sort of fucking. I'm waiting for the boy to get home in a bit, and then we're going. So
all right.
Oh, right.
Driving
What you say, Carl?
3.5 hours to so fucking freezing me tits off from -30. Can't wait.
What are you gonna drive with the window down?
Yeah. Hey, have you seen my blue bucket, man? The thermostat's fucked. It doesn't work.
Sort that.
Excellent. Well, you can just do
What's that Carl going to say?
Motorcycle. You got bear
Say again?
drive.
It's well gone now. It's well gone now. I think it was about 5 minutes ago.
It's gone.
We were talking about
Scouts, did you watch Friday today?
I've not watched it, mate. I literally got home from work and put this straight on, so I've not seen it yet.
Well, then you need to, because then you just drink and you can ride the Spitfire up the Okotoks.
Oh my God.
He did.
That was a brave man. Brave man.
I did see the thumbnail. I was like, what the fuck?
No, don't.
I wouldn't do it.
Jim,
Yeah.
you have your moment.
Well, the thing was, it's like I got out. I was like, I knew it snowed a lot, but I looked out and the roads out the back of the house and that were clear. They were like black, brilliant, all being sorted and everything. It's like, no, sorry, I'm going to risk it. I'll take it. I'm going up the dual carriageway. They'll be clear. It won't be a problem because they always grit them and that. And I got onto the A13 and that weren't too bad. And then I got on the A130 and that, and it was the outside lanes hadn't been done at all. So you had to stay in that lane, in the slow lane. So I was doing 50, 60, and they hadn't gritted, so you couldn't overtake. Oh, I couldn't overtake people on a bike because that would have been toast. And it was the same going up the A12 as well. But I was saying to Brad earlier, I was going up the A12 and I was looking at all the slip roads that were going into the service areas and service stations and been cleared, hadn't been sorted. So the petrol stations were all covered in like a foot of snow. Oh. I was just like, oh my God, here we go. Because I knew the petrol station that I stop at, we've got a massive slope to get out of. And I thought, if I stop there, I'm never going to get out. So I had to stop there anyway, because that's my petrol stop. And but there was another turning, but I had to get a push out. Yeah, I was in there for about half an hour trying to dig myself out.
See if the guy in the petrol station had a broom. It wouldn't have been the.
Yeah,
ground
give me a
I was
broom. Yeah, I went
picking
back
in.
in. I was looking everywhere. I thought, yeah, they must have some shovels and that. I've got a bit of wood. It was like, that ain't going to do anything. And I found a dustbin that they use, a smoking bin. Emptied that. No, that's no good. So I went in the shop. You got a shovel? You didn't understand a word I was saying. Say again.
I was thinking the nail in the wood. I'm like,
yeah,
get
the nail in the wood. I know. Yeah, I was trying to break up because it was ice. As I said, Brad earlier, the snow compacted down, and rather than just stay as snow, it stayed as ice. It turned into like this ice. My back tyre was just churning it up. It was just like,
mate, welcome to our lives for 5 months of the year.
Yeah. Brilliant. To get snow chains.
They'll give you a free clutch.
I watched it. And I
got someone else in the. He's had a moto. Let's get him in. All right. This is here. I'm only limited to 6 people.
Yeah, because you haven't paid for the subscription, mate. You can only get 6 people in.
Oh, mother truckers! I thought I could have 10.
Now who needs to get his credit card out?
Yeah. Hey. All that money you've been saving by not going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's broke now.
Let's have a look.
For a new clutch sleeve from Aprilia.
Oh God! Yeah, I know. God. So what's that at the bottom of it now? Cancel culture. Gina Carano getting fired from The Mandalorian. What's that all about?
Oh, that's brutal.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know if you follow. Yeah. So they've been trying to get rid of her since November. She's a ex-MMA fighter, isn't she? She's in the Disney Plus Mandalorian. She's like lovely, gorgeous looking bird. But anyway, they finally got their way. They've.
So which one's that?
She put a post. Basically, she put a post. It wasn't anything anti-Semitic. It was about the Jews. It was a historical fact. It said, because obviously what's going on in America with the elections and that, and the Republicans are, the Democrats are basically, if you're a Republican, you're getting cancelled. You're out. It doesn't matter who you are. So she said, how it started off in Germany was people's neighbours. They started dobbing the Jews into the and then obviously the Nazis, did the rest, carried it on from there. And it was just a historical fact. And so they've used that to get rid of her. So they sacked her. So everybody's like hashtag this cancel Disney Plus.
Load of bollocks.
It is, and that seems to be the thing that's happening in the States at the minute. Say again.
Who did she play? Who was that? Who did she play?
She plays like this.
Baby Yoda.
Like
he played Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Baby Yoda. Yeah. She's like a ranger type character. She's like a gun for hire.
She used to be a stormtrooper or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, she used to fight. Yeah, used to fight the stormtroopers, didn't she?
She's a big bit of kit. Like she's a fucking hefty bird. When you see her in her days of MAA,
she was in the Fast and Furious movie as well.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
But she looks like
they're getting a bit of backlash at the minute, Disney.
So it was like when we were sitting down and I read it and I was like, well, she didn't really play that big a part until really towards the end anyway. So it's not like she was a key figure for the full 2 seasons or whatever it was in The Mandalorian. So it's not like everybody's going to be going.
Well, they were on about giving her own show at one point. She was going to get her own. Yeah, she was going to, because she's that popular with the fans.
All right.
But it went absolutely mental yesterday when it all happened, and it went. It was like what do you call it? People just went absolutely mental. I mean, I've cancelled my Disney Plus because I thought, fuck you, I ain't having that anymore. There she is. She's lovely. Yeah.
I think if I was marking her out of 2, I'd probably give her 1.
Oh, I'm actually waiting for the door to open and see a low-flying object. My wife, she's probably watching us right now saying, "Oh,
I don't know what's going on today, but I can actually understand Zed. I must be getting used to you too.
I'm sober, Brad.
Oh,
I can hear and I've got sore.
well, that's
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I don't
Who's that?
care.
Someone.
Was it your
Can't
missus?
say that one.
That's it. Obviously, with every bloke types in a woman's name, Gina Carano, the next thing that comes up on the next one down is Gina Carano naked. And I'm like, ooh.
Not the beard, not the beard.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Stop it.
yeah, she's a pounder. You don't want to mess with her. She'll
Stop it.
ruin you.
He's
Oh,
sitting
no.
close to me to be showing him stuff like that.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, she'd smash your back doors in.
Oh, my God.
I'd probably let her.
Yeah.
So, G, what's going on?
Oh,
Someone said you're buying some more stuff.
who, me?
Who?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
Right.
I've got stuff coming for the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
what
can
you got
probably
coming?
see in the background, I've got that box there. Right. That's my new headlight for
The LED light.
yeah, so
Ah, yeah.
I'm waiting. I've got a whole well, obviously with lockdown being on and not been able to do anything, I've managed to save a bit of money the last few months. So what I've done is ordered a whole heap of parts from the States again. So they're on their way. I got an email to say they're on their way from Philadelphia. They've been stuck there right now for all the parts that I've got for it. So when they arrive, you lot shall all know what they are, because this is now phase 3 of the street glide. Phase 3 is the I'd say the aesthetics. It's more like, so I've done the engine upgrades, I've done the brakes, I've done the suspension. So this is now the things like changing out the floorboards, pegs, all the little touches from Harley Davidson. I'm throwing a lot of chrome at it to make it even more chromy. So trying to make it better.
Are you doing a video on that light?
What's that? Yeah, I will be. Yeah, I'll be once I kind of get everything together. I'm not going to do like after speaking with Zed like last week. I'm not doing an instructional video on how to install a headlight.
Yeah,
It's a plug and play thing. It's 4 bolts and a plug. All right. I'm sure every motorcyclist on the planet can handle that, right? So the plan is, what I'm going to do is in the garage, I'm going to put the bike on and just basically work my way through it and put everything on the bike. And this will be phase 3, and then I'm going to ride the bike during the spring and the summer. And then phase 4 with the bike, I'm going to change the colour. I'm going to change the bike altogether, paint scheme wise. But I don't know what colour I want. Well, the idea that I had for it was to paint it that new green that they've came out with. Is it Hunter? What's the colour of that green Harley's just released?
It's not.
You know the
Kawasaki green.
No, we're not doing that.
DPM.
So
DPM.
I'll see how things go. But maybe next winter I'll take all the cans off and I'll take them into some place. We'll maybe try and get it all painted. But I'm thinking about going for like a matte colour, maybe satin. I'm not sure. We'll see. But it's, as I say, it's not. The bike wasn't built to look that pretty, but it's nice to look good when you're overtaking everyone. You know. So.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about taking Zed for a quarter-mile drag race. See what you think.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But no. So that's the plan. I'm hoping to get a few things done soon. But so I've got, as I say, I've got things like new floorboards. I've got the headlight there. I've got a new rear number plate, license plate holder. Sorry, just little things here and there, just to try and make it a little bit different. But we'll see what happens. You know. So
I think it's amazing. Like the likes of the six of us just now could have exactly the same bike, and the six of us would do different things to it.
Yeah.
That's what I love about biking in that respect.
Yeah.
Aye. No, totally right.
Agreed,
I've
mate,
never-
yeah, totally agree.
Your personality comes out on the bike.
It does, aye.
Yeah.
I've never,
How do I
I've
turn into an asshole?
no,
I'd do as
But
little as possible because I normally bollocks it up.
Yeah, I'd have to get someone else to do it. Yeah. Oh, I'll cock that
I
one
look
right
at the paint job in the sports store, and all the flames on it, and it's the same flames that I've got on my project bike. It's quite bizarre, right? It's like it's not the same
Really?
car. I've got green flames on my project bike, and it's the same.
Oh, right.
Across, you know, so I've got that in my Instagram. If you go have a look at my Instagram account, you'll look down, you'll see the night rod, and you'll see the flames on the paint job. And I look at your bike and I go, and we've got the similar taste on the flames on the old bike, you know. So yeah,
Let's have a look, man.
you probably have
Scouts,
to
are you still thinking of? Sorry, yeah, Scouts, are you still thinking of replacing your Spitfire? Are you, or you Spitfire?
I don't think I'll replace it, mate. I don't think I'll get rid of it. I'll keep the Spitfire, and I'll just upgrade to a bigger, bagger type.
Bigger, yeah, she was talking.
Yeah,
a bagger,
bigger bagger, as it were. But because I can't do the road trips that I do, mate. I can't do that anymore on the fucking Sporty, man.
Yeah,
it's just I'm getting to. There you go. Yeah, see, yeah.
There we go.
See. There you go.
Yeah,
that's the one.
That's my project bike.
And you can't call it the Lancaster either, you tosser.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be copying my bloody, name, style, view.
Yeah. No, that's the beat.
I think I'm going to go for it as much as this will probably hurt guys in the corner there. I'm going to go for a Vaquero, I think. Kawasaki Vaquero.
I think.
Right.
Ah, right.
Because they are it's not a Harley, it's not a Harley, but they're just a gorgeous looking bike, man, and they're literally half the price of anything. Unless I can get a second-hand Harley. But you know what? The prices are they're fucking ridiculous. So
I thought you'd get
even over here, it's just it's why are you saying that?
face.
It's absolutely shocking.
No way, mate. Don't get me wrong, mate. Goldwings are like the ultimate, touring bike. I get all that. But, Jesus, I think just to look at the Vaquero and the price and everything like that, and having just bought a house, I don't think I'm going to start being able to shed a load of money out on a Harley Davidson every month and stuff. So
that's fair enough.
I do like the look of them.
Said it. Look at what AB said.
Yeah, exactly. AB's got the Voyager, and he's got the Voyager, and he absolutely swears by that bike, man. And having had a Japanese bike before, the Boulevard that I had beforehand, before the Sport, the Spitfire, was just it was solid, man. It was nails. It didn't break down. It was never unreliable and stuff like that. And I think I don't know. I've just got this little itch for the Vaquero, and I probably will regret. I don't think I'll regret buying one, but I'll always have that fact that I've still got the Sportster, I've still got a Harley. And it is what it is. But I do like the look of the Vaquero, and especially everything you get on it, man, for the price. I mean, for a brand new Harley Davidson over here, you're looking for big baggy. You're looking between 35 and 55, depending if you go for a CVO.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But type of money.
These things, you can pick one of these brand new up with all the gear on it that the top end Harleys have for $20,000. So it's like half the price, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not fully 100% that's what I'm going to get, but if a second-hand Harley comes on the show, then if that sort of spots my eye, then
I know my mate's got one of these. He's got one of these in his shop at the minute. The Yamaha Wild Star, I think it's called Wild Star. Or something, 1600.
They're great bikes, man.
I'd look at that. That was absolutely huge. That was. That's just under $5,000. That's 4.5. So
it's got big beach
bar. Get one of them. It'd be bigger than your tank.
Yeah, great big, absolute monster. Did you see Shade Tree went out and bought another Gold Wing, didn't he? He's got 1500 now.
It's actually a pretty cool bike. He's got the
it's better than the other one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he went and bought that. It's just loaded, and it's got the bigger engine, and you don't get that Honda Death Wobble.
The wobble
on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I had a look. See, after I watched that video, I went onto eBay and said, I wonder how cheap
I
it
did
is.
the same.
So did I.
Around here. And I went, the cheapest gold wing within 100 miles of me is $7,000. I went,
Yeah, stupid money, isn't they?
There's lots here. I did the
Yeah,
same
well.
thing. See, I did. I went on to Kijiji, we call it here, where scouts are, and yeah, I found them anywhere from $800 up. But I couldn't find the same year as his. Only the 1200 cc, the Aspen feed or whatever they call that. That was the only ones I could find. But they, $1,400, $1,600, $1,800 up to $4,000 or $5,000. So pretty cheap. Pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I'm just reading a comment and on the Lakers put up the site here. He calls it the mail order glide.
The mail order guide, yeah, I saw that.
Somebody wrote in the comments on that Shade Tree video, the Bangkok bagger.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite good, actually. It was really laughing away. I was saying, I went and looked up to see, like, how much is it for a gold wing?
Do you have a seasonal drop over there?
Like
Do
price?
you have a seasonal drop over in Canada? Yeah, in price. We do in this country, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Because I mean, well, where we live, it's where I live. It's as well. It's the position. There's not that much choice, and I can basically in the beginning of autumn, winter, I can go down to the likes of Manchester, buy a bike down there, bring it up here, and sell it for about a third as much in summer.
I'm the same up here, Carol.
The price in this country is ridiculous, like.
Yeah, we're about £1,000 more up here.
And you don't even have to touch them if you don't want. You know, you can go down, spend about $2,000 on a bike.
Yeah.
Start of winter, autumn, start of winter, $2,000 on a bike down in Manchester, somewhere like that, and you could get three. You can bring it up here. Not even polish it, not even clean it, and sell it for $3,000 in summer.
Yeah,
I know there's ZZR.
I make it sound so easy.
Looking half a daily.
There's ZZR 1400s down in England just now for $2,500 that I could sell for $4,000 all day long up here.
Aye, sweet.
And people would snap.
Maybe that's the way ahead, boys.
The hand off you.
Well, every car I bought up until
we're not allowed out our hoosies.
Well, actually, up until the age of 30, every car I bought was south of the border.
Yeah.
Because there's less salt getting used on the road down there.
Yeah.
And they're always in better condition. And because there's so in Scotland, you've got 5 million people. Then in England, you've got about 72 million. Right? There's almost like there's an abundance of choice down there, so you were obviously guaranteed a better bargain down in England than you are in Scotland. So we would happily drive 7 hours to buy a cheaper car, bring it up here and use it. And people would say, that's in great condition. Well, it's used in a part of the country that's not got using salt on the roads and everything. So we did that forever.
Yeah, it's basically the same here, because we're just, I mean, obviously I'm just over the border. I'm just before you get into Scotland. And there's just nothing round here. There's no choice. You know, the nearest dealership is like 45, 50 minutes away. And you can just I
heard there's some sketchy dudes you can talk to in Liverpool that'll get you whatever you want pretty cheap.
Yeah, they get you what you want.
Commonly known as dodgy bastards.
You avoid Liverpool.
Exactly. Hey, not wrong with Liverpool. You can get a bike down there for cheap as chips. It just won't have any wheels on the fucking thing. It's the same here though, Brad, isn't it? I mean, it's the same by me and Brad. That, you know, you can, if you go to Calgary, if you're after a new car, you go to Calgary, you're getting a cheaper car than what you are getting here, because this is just a little town. There ain't that many people here. But if you go to Calgary, man, you're finding a cheaper car.
Yeah, right.
Fucking mental.
It's a base. The difference is like
it's more so with bikes as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's more so with the bikes as well, isn't it? Because nobody wants a bike in winter. Nobody wants to buy a bike winter, autumn, but everybody wants to buy a bike spring, summer.
Prices start creeping up now.
It boosts the price up
as from March.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I thought it was a little business venture, you know, like going and buying a few, you know, like second-hand bikes and then bringing them up, storing them, giving them a good clean, and then selling them on up here. But I thought the amount of money and investment, you're only going to make around about £200-300 a bike, but you're going to spend about half of that just trying to get it up to a good
Moving
condition, you know.
Mm.
Like, you know, so
Yeah.
if you're buying them in big bulk order, like, you know, like buying like 5 or 6 bikes, then fine. But I can't afford to keep buying motorbikes. I don't have no any space left in the garage.
Well, my first ever bike, I probably spent about 3 times as much doing it up as I did actually to buy it.
Yeah.
So, like, if I was to get down the route, I'll just buy a bike and get it in with.
It's always the way, isn't it?
Oh,
It's always the way you
titanium.
buy a bike. You buy a bike and you spend an absolute fortune getting it to how you want to have it. You know, it's
100%. 100%.
Then you wake up one day on a Sunday morning and you go, I'm going to go to the Indian dealership and go buy a Chief.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Right.
yeah. Totally taxi yourself.
Oh,
Crazy.
boy.
But listen, boys, I'm gonna drop
Yeah.
out. So if either motor wants to jump in, I'm gonna jog on because I've got to go and get this drive done in a bit. So have a wonderful
All
weekend,
right.
lads. Take it easy. And I'll
Yeah,
speak
good
to
to
you
see you,
on the next
Scouts.
one.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Cheers,
catch you later.
Take it easy.
Cool.
All the best,
See you,
buddy.
boys. Cheers, bye.
Nice one.
You know, that's,
Yep, I've got to
You
be
know what-
lightweight as well.
what-
I'll have to go. I've got work in the morning.
Yeah, I was only going to do about an hour anyway because you got the other live streams on, innit, at 9 o'clock, innit? I think they started, didn't they?
Yeah.
The other one.
Yeah,
If anyone wanted to pop over there. But
yeah.
Gareth,
yeah, it's good
Gareth,
to have
do you
everybody
remember-
on. Yeah, good to see you all.
What's that?
do you remember Ian Murray bike sales?
I do, aye.
That's where I bought my first bike from.
Oh, wow. What the hell? That was
Ah.
is it his place now? He doesn't have, it's not him, it's his brother.
Right.
It's up Pennycook now. You know,
there was a
one-
wee-
Okay, guys, good to see you.
there
I'll
was a
have
wee
to get going.
accident.
See you
Right,
later.
anyways, man.
See you later, Carl. Was there not a wee accident? Did it not go on fire?
That's right, aye. That's right. That was a while ago.
He did all the Ducati servicing and all that.
Aye, that's right. Aye, that's right. Nah,
Always had a cracking stock of bikes as well.
Aye, it was like I think he was getting them from the auctions. I think it's such a big, it's a big thing here, eh? So you know,
Aye,
I think,
because look, it was Pennycook I went through to pick my first bike up,
right.
and it was like I thought he was all right. I thought he was brilliant.
Right. Ah, okay. Yeah. Sarah got her first Yamaha Phaser from his brother. What was his brother's name again?
No, I can't remember.
And that's him who's got the place out in Edinburgh. It's just outside Edinburgh, guys, that we're talking about. It's a place called Pennycook. So that's where he's got. That's where he is. I meant to ask, by the way, how come I can't make any comments in this box at the side?
Oh, you got
It's only the person that
Dunno.
runs the live stream that can.
to just go on your phone.
Oh, you
Is
can
it
do it
not?
on
Yeah,
all right,
Yeah,
you
so you can comment on I can,
Oh.
but yeah, other people can't. Yeah, I need to.
Right.
Does anyone know? Burning Gas? Have you what do you call it? What's the word? What am I after? Upgraded your StreamYard plan? have you?
I paid the. So what you can do is you can pay because I've done 3 live streams. So I paid £20, and that for that was like per month, and that allowed me to have unlimited, like 10 people per live stream.
Yeah.
And it took away all that banner and stuff and all the little
Yeah, it
extras.
gets rid of all that, doesn't it? Yeah.
And you can cancel it. So when I go back to work in a couple of weeks, I'll probably just cancel it, and then when I come
And
back,
start
I'll
again.
Gotcha.
again.
Right.
You know?
Okay. Yeah. Because I've been doing a few live streams lately, so
Yeah, because
Oh,
so
well, I
it's
might
not.
do that.
I mean, it's not like a contract or anything or 12-month contract. It's just almost like a pay as you go, you know. So
right. Okay.
I think they're really good. I think the
I'll
live
hear that.
streams are fantastic, you know.
Aye.
The engagement
Yes.
that we get, you know, I mean, after I finished up the last couple, I think I was speaking to like the Diesel up there, and I was speaking to Zed about it. You get people messaging you like who you don't usually talk to, and they'll message you and they'll say, "I really enjoyed watching that, and I learned a couple of things." And I think to myself, that's great if you can share that information live to people on YouTube, you know. So
I've noticed that,
You know?
and it's because you do your vlogs, didn't you? And you're like, I've got to think of something to do. But this is you hit all that when you're doing a live stream, didn't you? You have that
that's
of hours
right,
where you're all on, and you just cover everything, isn't it? It's just like,
because
I don't need a motovlog anymore.
Oh, the thing is, you come on here and you could say like to your audience. I don't know how many people are watching just now, but you can say, right, potentially over the next 5 or 6 weeks, I'm going to have these videos coming out, and they can be sitting there going, "I'll be quite interested, and I'm looking forward to seeing that." And and that's why like people ask me about like what I'm doing to the street glides. I'll happily say, "Well, I'm going to do this, and this." Look forward to seeing it and see where the future comes. So I've got a little hint for you guys. Look what came today. Wait, right, I'm not hijacking your channel, I promise. Right.
There we go. Yeah.
Excellent.
So, hopefully that'll be happening soon, won't it?
Yeah, so they sent a big letter out and all the information for it. So they sent out all the British Heart Foundation stuff today for the cruise. So I'm looking forward to getting it initiated. And Southampton Harley got in touch as well.
Good.
They've been in touch, and they're kind of going to hopefully try and get something organised when we kind of make our way down that way. So
that's good.
So it's slowly starting to come together, but
that's what I'm saying. Is like local news, phone Radio Clyde, and that. Let them know that you're doing it, because they'll. Do you know what I mean? And then you're bringing people to Glasgow Harley as well, where it's got obviously you're wanting to start it. So
that's right.
And they might get the gazebos out and get a barbecue going for you and stuff like that as well. You know what I mean?
I hope so. I mean, I'm not looking for. I mean, personally, I was going to do it anyway. Because I wanted to do it for the family, for our family, because we've been but for anybody else who's obviously, because we're not alone, obviously, everybody else has been through similar situations with the British Heart Foundation, like where people have had heart problems in the past. It's more of a raise awareness, because the coronavirus is a really important thing. But when you look at the news, and you'll see that there's a lot of charities that have taken a hit over the last year.
Big time.
Right?
Yeah,
and, like cancer research, like worldwide, British Heart Foundation. I know they're named different foundations in the States and in Canada and stuff, but they've all taken a big hit right now. And I'm trying to say, look, we need to try and make sure these charities are still being
supported,
because if it wasn't for like the British Heart Foundation, like my father's passed away now, but back then, I mean, the support he had was fantastic, so and I think he needs to be recognised for it all. So, I'm not hijacking your channel.
No, that's cool. No, that's what it's for, isn't it? That was me. I'm just hoping they relax it a bit, relax the lockdown so that we can do it. So, and hopefully we'll get.
You were shouting something.
Sorry, Diesel.
I just said I had to throw the flag up because I got two goddamn Scotsmen down here, and one of them flying the flag, right? So, where's your British flag?
I totally get it. I think it's I would love to do a different, like, for everybody. Bikers are the most charitable group you probably ever find. I mean, how many times have I been to different bike events in the UK, and it's either been for things like British Heart Foundation, cancer, help the elderly, the veterans, like yourself up here in Scotland, you've got the my God, I keep forgetting the name of it.
Usually do Erskine Hospital.
That's it, the Erskine.
I usually do that every year, and it's like what a fantastic. It's like to let the guys know Erskine Hospital deals with military veterans that are so they basically care for them. So I mean, obviously being a charity, that it's like it gets heavily supported, and they do a bike run every single year. So and you will, it's like if we get out of lockdown and they arrange it, I'll certainly be doing a vlog of the whole event. So
we'll meet up for that one, mate, if I'm home.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. It'd be great.
Yeah. When do they normally do that one?
It's usually quite early in the season.
Well, but I ask you this every time. The Northwest 500. What time of year is that run normally?
I think August. August.
is it?
It's
Is it
not.
later
Is it?
on?
No,
Ah,
no,
right,
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah,
It's not.
right.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's before. It's 2 weeks before the TT, and the T.
Right, got it.
When's the T? The TT
Oh, that's May.
is
May,
so
innit, TT?
that's May because it's the end of
Right.
May, beginning of June. Is
Yeah.
thing.
Ah,
just-
right, okay.
So you guys do a toy run down there?
Well, I've got a date stamp up there. That's from the Nook and the Isle of
Yeah.
Man TT. That was an entry, and that's the 10th of June 2015. So it's round about May, end of May, beginning of June.
Right. Okay.
Right, okay. Right, gotcha.
Do you guys do
Right.
toy runs as well? Yeah.
Yeah, to do
Yeah,
them,
they do. Yeah, do something similar to that. Yeah, down here. Yeah, toy runs.
Massive
I
here.
do them a lot towards like Christmas time.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, here
Um,
we go.
We do there's like an Easter egg run as well to
Yeah,
the
Easter
Six
egg
Kids
run.
Hospital.
Easter egg, yeah.
We do the Easter.
Oh.
The Easter egg run's more popular, I would say, than the toy run, because our toy runs are in December, and a lot of bike guys will ride their bikes in December. Like, so,
We do our toy run in September though, because
Oh, right, cool.
can't arrive here. And I mean, this
Yeah.
isn't that big of a town, and not last year with COVID, but the year before, we had 1,000 bikes. It was,
wow.
Yeah. So that's what I was
Stretches
wondering. Like, I think where everyone's been cooped up so long, isn't they? I reckon that when
Oh,
it
man.
does get relaxed enough,
Yeah.
it's going to be
Yeah.
rammed, isn't it? You're going to get, hopefully, should get, it's like your one, burning gas. Hopefully,
Yeah.
loads of people will rock up.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
It's,
I
just
don't
wanna
know
get
if
out on
you
their
see-
bikes.
Did you see my Instagram post earlier on? I was on Facebook. I generally went onto Facebook just in the afternoon. I usually don't
Yeah.
use Facebook a lot, and I went onto it and I seen this guy had shared my YouTube video onto.
Oh, I did.
Oh, I
say-
saw that. Yeah, I saw that post. Yeah,
Right?
That's
that was
And I
good.
went, and I'm on that group because
Bobbles and
yeah.
custom.
yeah, so I was like, look at that, and I commented on it to say,
Yeah.
oh, thanks for sharing my video, and you know, I mean, he made a really nice comment saying, like it was a good video, good cause, and like all these other kind of like really complimentary things he said, and I was a bit like, a bit shocked, as if to say,
Yeah, that's
I didn't
good.
think
Yeah.
everybody had seen this, and all of a sudden, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, it could escalate, but I don't want it to be all about burning gas, hauling ass. I want it to be all about the British Heart Foundation. That's what I want
Oh,
it
yeah,
to be.
yeah.
It's good for it. Let's be honest here. It's good for the channel because it's obviously doing the vlogs and the videos and all that kind of
Content,
thing.
yeah.
But at the same time, if it got one view, the whole video, but it made £1,000 for the British Heart Foundation, I wouldn't care. I
Mate,
would be like,
honestly, I think once this will be like a snowball getting rolled down a hill, mate. I
Think so?
honestly do
Yeah,
think
it should
so.
do.
I think from one
Yeah.
Harley dealer to the next, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And I hope it does because
Yeah.
it's a
Should be
fantastic
good,
thing.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
just needs to
forward
get
to
it
it.
out there.
I'm quite good at reading the map, but I really don't want to get like 100 people lost. It's like, where are we going?
Oh,
Are we
we've got
going to
websites.
an Indian dealership or something?
That happens.
You know.
On our,
Yeah.
That happens on our poker
Evening,
run.
boys.
Oh,
Good evening.
Rev
Yeah.
Mom, what are you doing, man? Where you been?
Just got in, so yeah, slightly cold, frozen. The boiler's packed up, so we're waiting for the engineer coming out. So yeah, it's about
okay.
-2
Oh,
here
right.
at the moment. So
Oh, you don't need
Wow.
Scottish weather.
that. Yeah. and yeah.
Well, I do know a heating engineer, and he might be watching this right now. It's my brother. I'll give him a little plug, but you're a bit far away.
Well, I did phone him this morning. I said to him, the boiler's packed up. He said, oh, we'll book you an engineer, but it could be 2 days. What codes have you got? And I went L2, and he went, well, I don't know what that is, but Google's a wonderful thing. If you put L2 boiler problem, and it turns out we've got low gas
Yeah.
pressure, so I think the actual gas unit inside the boiler's gone.
Yeah.
But when you actually turn it on, it sounds like a road roller. So
It's so
what
cold.
that'll be the fan.
There's no gas left.
hey.
Yep.
Mr. Diesel will vouch
It's
for
got
that.
to.
That's
It's got
like
to.
the-
It's got to
He's
see the
the
fan.
engineer.
The extractor fan's got to be running.
Well,
first.
the wife's in bed with 2 duvets, but I've sussed the heat upstairs. I've put the tumble dryer on with no washing in it. So
Right. Well,
Love
I
it.
think that'll be. I'll say it's either the induced fan that's probably knackered. If it sounds a bit, it'll be the bearings or something. I would think.
Yeah. If it was made by Kawasaki, it would fail, but it's pretty.
Hey, G, take a look at Anonymous's post there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
I'm trying not to react.
put them in it. D badge it and then put a victory badge on the top.
I'd be like,
Mind you, I had a friend who bought a brand new. Yeah, sorry, mate.
No, I was going to say, I think they would run me at the Harley Davidson car park if I turned up like that. They would probably they would like, burn him!
Oh, look who's surfing.
So, Rev Bob, I don't think was you on that stream when we were talking about the Busa, the new Hayabusa come out? Was that your stream, Burning Gas? I've lost track of what it was, wasn't it? Yeah. What did you think of it?
I raised the question on the Busa, said, it's only 187 brake,
Yeah, I know. I've seen a few more people have done videos and stuff. At 44 Teeth were talking about it, and they were a bit under, thought it was a bit under, what do you call it?
It's a bit underwhelming of a bike,
Very underwhelming, yeah.
Did you hear 44 Teeth having they had a bit of a dig at the rest of the biking press?
Yes,
because
they've all
they all released they all have to
done their videos.
Sign a waiver saying that they release it at a specific time and that all has to be done.
Yes,
and a lot of them released pictures online before.
Yeah. Well, that was it because I watched the Nevesy bit one. Yeah, sorry, MCN, and he was like they started it up and everything, and I was like. I thought there was an embargo. I didn't think you could do this.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I could think of the word, but that's that embargo. They had a wee dig at it, the 44 Teeth. We're the only ones that are doing it when we're meant to be doing it.
Yeah, true.
I'm trying to find. There was a post that went up yesterday. It's all over the bike pages. I can't find it at the moment. It popped up on my Instagram and on my Facebook feeds. Hayabusa parts going cheap, and someone had put new levers for Hayabusa, and it's actually a pair of dildos on the end of the levers. Quite appropriate for a Suzuki rider.
I don't like stiff levers.
Guys, I'm going to have to split my time up. I'm going to go over and jump on.
That's right, Burning Gas. Yeah, that's cool.
But if you're still on, I'll probably come back. I don't know if you're going to stay on for long. I'm not sure what's going on.
I wasn't planning on staying. Yeah, I said to Brad earlier. I was going to do up till 9 o'clock because I obviously knew that the other one was going on. I only stepped in because Military Biker normally does it, so that's why I'm normally a Wednesday. So.
I mean, if I can profit, it gives somebody else a wee chance to get online as well. So
no problem.
But it's been a good. I've enjoyed. It's a good, as I say, I enjoy these live streams. I get to show off my hat.
Yeah, it's good.
Like the hat. And become a fan of that. How did you pick that thing? You just found that hat in the garage.
They're crazy. I don't know.
I've been going to Florida for a few years, and as you do, you pick up certain traits, and when you go to Tampa Bay, and it is how it works.
I know nothing about American football. I'm a Miami Dolphins fan.
Get out.
Right, okay. I'll take it.
See you in a bit.
Take it easy, guys. All right.
See you later.
Cool,
lads.
But
yeah.
Zed, I take it you saw the video of that little scooter.
I did that. It was brilliant.
Yeah, sold it today. Guy phoned up. He said because it's a Peugeot Satellis. He said, "Oh, I'm phoning up about is it Peugeot Syphilis?" I went, "No, it's Satellis."
Syphilis.
Yeah, got that one. We picked up another one today, so I've got an ideal short that I'm going to do. So we went out and did the photo shoot on a little Peugeot Speed Fight 125. He actually traded it in against the Satellis. But on the way back, I got stuck behind a gritting lorry. So I'm actually going to put it up. I got A salted.
Okay, in there. Check
Yeah,
you out,
see if it drops the numbers.
So just looking, just.
Go ahead,
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, go on, Brad. No, you crack on, mate.
I was just
I'm done. You guys crack on. Yeah, go on. I'm quite here. I'm quite happy here listening.
When I found that site you told me about, was it Missington?
Missington Flyer.
Yeah. And I watched his electric bike stuff, and I am determined to get one. I want a zero. Never to replace, just to add to.
Yeah.
And I think that's a
good
really
fun
cool
bike.
thing. I really want one. And you know what? I went through all the classifieds. I spread the search out to like almost all of Western Canada, and I cannot find one. There's new dealers that find used one, just can't.
Yeah.
They're expensive over here.
It's going to take a while for them to bleed into the market.
Yeah.
I think if you really want one, unfortunately at the moment it's buying new.
Yeah.
Because I think when they come onto the second-hand market, they get picked up quite quickly. Because everyone's got the same curiosity you have yourself. It's
because new it's $35,000.
Yeah.
I can get a Harley cheaper. So I just
like
justify that if it was like, I mean, it's almost the same price as Harley's electric, and so I'm like, there's no way. There's just no way. If I'm going to spend that kind of money, then I'm going to get a Harley, and I wouldn't spend that much for the live wire. So I'm certainly going to spend that much for the zero. But if they were like that 10 to 15 grand,
yeah, absolutely,
I would probably be all over a new one.
And I reckon they would be an absolute riot tonight. I think they'd be brilliant.
Oh God, yeah. I know. I don't know if you'll know, but I remember it was a couple of years ago now. The Royal Jordanian, he came up my way to test. There's a company up here in either Suffolk or Norfolk, I think it is, where they make electric bikes, because I recognise the area.
I think they're in Suffolk. Oh, let me have a look. I think they're called the Electric Motorcycle Company. I think they're called.
Because he came up to test them, didn't he? He tested. They had two bikes out at the time, and he was testing both. He was like one of the very first motor vloggers to get it, and that was about
electric motor. They're electric motor company. They're called. They do. So they do zero. They do the Suron dirt bike, which is basically a trail. It looks like a little trials bike. They do the new Zero scooter. They've got the Energy Kazin. They've got the new Zero S in as well. So electric motorcycle company. They're based in Suffolk.
So you guys
have they got prices on there, have they?
Yeah, if you go to the electric motorcycle company, let me just
I'll look them up later.
Have a Google at their page. They've got quite a good selection. Zed's just disappeared as well. So
send it piece by piece to me in the post, and I'll put it back together.
Send it out like.
Just send me boxes this big for about £3 a piece down over here, and send them.
There was a song about that, wasn't it? Build it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime or something.
That's right. Yeah. So that would be
right.
good.
We're just having a look on
when Zed gets back, I'm going to make him cry anyway.
Oh, right. What's that? Oh, is that something to do with your bike?
Yeah, my ZZR is on hold.
Oh. How come?
I sat down with the wife. I thought, do I put another $4,500 into this bike, or because I'm not going to get a chance to ride it before August, because they're looking the projections on garages and actually getting out riding. They reckon we're not going to be out of lockdown until August now. So I said to her, if I go and buy this bike, is it just going to sit in the back garden and not go out? So. I said to her, I phoned the guy and I said to him, I'm going to put the Z on hold for the moment, and he's quite happy with it. So he said, hang around till August. It will still be in my garage. I'm not going anywhere and not riding it again. So ZX7R's in next week for a service. I'm going to get that clean, run it for about another 6 months, and then I'm going to pick the Z up when we get out of lockdown, because it's pointless having it and it's just going to sit outside the back garden, not moving.
Teasing you.
Yeah, I know, it's teasing me, yeah. I will get one, but it's on hold at the moment, so.
That's carnage, isn't it? That's bad.
I know.
Don't say
And
August.
she's like, yeah, more money for her.
Oh man! I was just doing Zed because you're doing. You with the basic bikers tomorrow, aren't you? Live stream.
Yes, I'm with the basic bikers tomorrow night.
Oh, is it tomorrow night? Is it? Yeah.
Yes, aye, tomorrow night.
Yeah, basic bikers tomorrow night. Yeah.
Yeah. What time's that? Oh yeah, I've got it. I'm just looking on the Instagram now.
Half
Yeah.
eight.
Oh, there we go. 8:30. Yeah, 8:30. Try and jump on that. I just see because Guesto and Lane have just said they've just commented on it and said they're going to try and pop over.
Oh, nice one.
Here?
Yeah, haven't heard much from them lately.
No, they've been quiet.
They haven't
was
uploaded
surprised
anything, have they?
on my Instagram. Thought maybe they disappeared over in Spain there somewhere.
Yeah, too busy soaking
I
up
take
the
it they're
sunshine.
busy. Yeah, busy working, didn't they? Oh,
Yeah. He's Carlos is doing well with his bike photos. So yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. Oh, right. Well, what I'll do is then, yeah, I'll knock it on the head there then, fellas. If you're all right, if you're okay with that.
If you're in basic bikers tomorrow night, no doubt we'll see you. I'm gonna edit these two
hopefully, I'll see you there tomorrow
videos
then.
up and, get this short up and see what happens if I sort of spam it up with the assaulted name and see what happens on it.
Yeah,
Me too.
I like
New
that.
video Sunday and a short Wednesday.
Yeah, a short Wednesday. Biker assaulted.
Yeah, I like it. All right, then, yeah, thanks for popping by anyway, fellas. Yeah, it was good to see you all.
All right, have a good one, guys, and I'll see you on the next feed.
Yes, and I'll see you all a bit later.
Take care. All the
Cheers
best.
Thanks, Jim. Good to see you guys.
All right, see you later, Brad.
Bye.